In today's video, I'll show you how to create a desert boss fight theme. Now, a boss track usually does three things. It showcases the boss and its qualities alongside the environment, it gets the heart pumping during the fight, and it builds tension so the player really feels the stakes of the battle. For this track, I'm working with 98 BPM. To set the atmosphere, I'm using a scale with a strong Middle Eastern flavor to make it sound like we're in the middle of the desert. Technically, this is the D Phrygian dominant scale, which comes from G harmonic minor. But the important thing is really just the sound. It's that classic desert vibe you hear in a lot of games and film scores. Harmonically, the track is very centered around D. Instead of moving through a lot of chord changes, I keep the tension by staying on one note. This creates a feeling of being stuck in one place, almost like you're trapped in the arena with the boss. The main driver of the track is the arpeggio. It gets the heart beating and keeps everything moving forward. It's designed to feel a little bit unpredictable and slightly chaotic. I reuse the arpeggio with several different instruments to create different textures. A piano playing staccato notes, staccato strings, and even a Turkish oud. When the oud comes in, I actually flip the arpeggio pattern. It's a small change, but it adds some variation and helps the track develop. The melody is played with fast-paced notes, creating tension and forward motion. The first time it's played, it's on the piano. And the second time, it's introduced on the Turkish clarinet. The key thing that makes this melody work is actually the velocities. I recorded myself playing it on my MIDI keyboard, and without any humanization, it sounds like this. But with natural velocities and variations, it suddenly feels more alive. Later in the track, we introduce a second melody for contrast. You could almost think of it as the boss entering a new phase. This time, the strings together with the cowl take the spotlight. It's important to note that I'm using different articulations to bring it to life. Some libraries allow you to switch between different articulations, like trills or staccatos. The percussion section might actually be the most important part of this track. It's the driving force, the heartbeat, and the glue that holds everything together. The main low end comes from the davul, doubled with a rick for some high-end definition. Then I layered it with a simple recording of me hitting my desk. A darbuka fills the mid-range with fast rhythmic movement. And some shakers sit on top to keep everything flowing. Each layer has its own place in the mix, so together it sounds powerful without everything getting muddy. To keep the track evolving, I'm using a simple type of modulation. I simply move the entire idea up a half step, and I do this twice during the track. This is actually a really common trick in boss music. When the fight gets more intense, the music literally moves up in pitch to raise the tension. Finally, I fill out the high end with a tagelharpe and some violas, just to add some extra texture and intensity. If you'd like to explore the project files yourself, you could find the project and many others over on my Patreon. And with all that combined, this is what the final track sounds like. Ha det!